My name is Jen Thomas, and I am the executive director for the Ross County Humane Society. Our biggest need, honestly, is funding and donors. We have a pretty good community support. We are not county funded. We don't receive funds from the Humane Society of the United States or any of those other larger national organizations. So, our biggest need always is finding a way to fund our program so that we can continue to help the dogs within Ross County. Litter Propane provides us with checks. We get them quarterly, and those have been coming since I started 2 years ago. And the funds for that are from their customers. And, those checks that we receive are substantial checks from Litter Propane, and that helps us continue to help the dogs within our county. We receive over 1,200 dogs every year just from within Ross County. Unless somebody specifically asks us to earmark funds for things like spay neuter or, other things like that, they go into a general fund, which sometimes people feel like that's maybe not the best way their donations can be used, but we never know what's going to come through our door here. It could be used for medical expenses, it could be used for dog food, it could be used for transportation, it could be used for a surgery for a dog. It's we give every dog that comes through here the best possible chance they have at making it out of here healthy and alive, and every time you make a donation, whether it's $1 or $100, it's going to help one of the dogs that are in our shelter. Prior to 2017, we did not have an adoption screening process. We did start with adoption applications, and basically what that means is that we're getting information about what's your lifestyle like, what's your, what kind of energy level, do you have allergies, what's your living situation. Ultimately, we want to make sure that not only are you getting a pet that's good for your family, but we want to make sure the dog that we're placing is going to be in a lifelong home that's going to be a healthy environment for both you and your pet. We have all kinds of dogs that come into our shelter. Right now we actually have Yorkies, we have a Bichon back there, we get Golden Retrievers, we get Rottweilers, we always have a lot of Pit Bulls. Pit Bulls get a bad rap sometimes. We think they're great dogs, and in the right environment and the right family can be wonderful, but just because you want a specific breed of dog doesn't mean that you can't find it here. We may not have it immediately when you want it, but I think we've had almost every breed of dog come through this shelter. We want to match the correct dog. Not everybody is going to be able to handle the energy of a border collie. Not everybody's going to be able to handle the shedding of a husky, and we try to educate people when they come in and they're looking for a specific breed that we know probably isn't going to be a good fit, to try to encourage them to consider something else that's, going to make a lifelong match. A lot of people want puppies. They think that if they get a puppy, they can raise it the way they want and it won't have those behaviors, and that if they get an adult dog that those behaviors are already ingrained, and that's just simply not true. I have dogs that I've adopted from the shelter. I have 3 dogs. All of them were housebroken. All of them were crate trained. Somebody obviously took the time with them. So when you get a puppy, you take the chance that even though you have a breed that you may have the traits that you want, as it grows up, it may not adhere to those. It's going to, it's just like a person. It's going to have its own personality. But when you have an adult dog, we can usually tell you exactly what this dog's quirks are, what its energy level is like. Does it have any, issues that you need to be aware of? Whereas with a puppy, you really don't know. We encourage people to come out to the shelter, even if you're not interested in adopting a dog or you don't understand what we do. We're doing great things here. We've been a no-kill shelter for the last 4 years, and we make every effort to make sure that the dogs that leave here are healthy and happy and spayed or neutered. So come out and volunteer. And if you're unsure of what we do, or you think that you couldn't come out here because it's too sad, we genuinely give 100% to the dogs that come through the door here. So come out, get involved, and just find out what we're really about.